SMT call. Today we are going to solve another LeetCode problem named word ladder. So if you have not read the problem statement, you can pause the video right away and you can check out the problem description, then we can begin. So what they are saying here, that we will be given three input. One is a beginning or begin word, another one is end word, another one is the dictionary that will contain list of strings. Okay, so what they are saying, that suppose my initial word is heat, we need to transform this initial word to the end word, that is cog. Okay, how we can transform it? We can swap or we can change one character at a time. So probably I can change I to hot, and after the changing the one letter, or after transforming this particular letter should be present in our dictionary, then only it will be a valid transformation. So if I change I to O, then hot is in our dictionary, right? So this is a valid transformation. Using this condition, we need to reach to our end word, right, that is cog, and in between we need to keep counting that how many numbers of time we change a letter, right, or we swap a letter. So there can be multiple way or multiple route to reach end word. We need to return the minimum one, right? So this is the problem statement. And if you take a second example also, you can see that it happened like that. My end word is not present in our dictionary or word list. In that case, we need to return 0. Okay, so if our end word is not present in the dictionary, then we need to return 0, else we need to return the minimum number of transformation, minimum number of letter change required. Okay, so let's try to dive into the problem in more detail. So suppose let's try to see how this works. Okay, so suppose my initial word is heat, right? This is my beginning word. Okay, so I can swap the second character. After swapping, it will be hot, because hot is in our dictionary right here. Now again I can swap H with D. Okay, so after again it will be dot, correct? Now again I can swap T with G, so again it will be dog. Okay, now again I can swap D with C, now again it will be cog. Okay, so this is our final destination. Okay, so there can be other ways also, right? Let's see those. So it can happen that I change heat to hot, again I change hot to dot, again I can change dot to dog, correct? And again I can change D to L, because log is also there, right? So it can be log, and then again I can change log to cog, and since cog is also our final destination. So but the thing is, so if you count the total number of transformation for the first case, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But if you count the total number of transformation required for the second case, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to return the minimum one. So we need to return 5. Okay, since we are doing swapping less number of time compared to other ways, right? So this is the explanation of the first example. Okay, so how we can solve it? So probably we can think that each and every word after transformation is a kind of node, and this is edge between these two nodes, right? After suppose I swap the second character, that will become my edge. So we are going to use breadth first search or BFS kind of logic here to get our solution. Okay, so how we can do that? So let's see the same. Okay, so what we can do, so suppose we need to generate all the possible. So suppose my first character is heat, right? To go to the second state, that is hot, how we can go to that? So we are going to, so suppose in this character we have total 3 positions, 0, 1 and 2. At first I am going to replace the 0 position with all the 26 character, right? So at first I will replace H with A, after that it will become AIT, then again we can replace H with B, it will be BIT, like this, right? At the end it can be ZIT. Okay, similarly we can replace the second position with A to Z, right? So it will be hat, then HBT, like this, HZT. Similarly we can swap the zeroth position or T with all A to Z. Okay, so it can be HIA, HIB and HIZ. Okay, so for each and every position we we can replace that position with 26 different characters. So that will produce 26 different words for each position, right? So in this case we can generate 72 different words, correct? Sorry, 78 different words, right? So but we should not consider all the words, we need to consider those words which are present in our dictionary, right? So in this case I can see there can be only one word, that is hot, right? So I need to consider that word only, right? But using this approach we can generate all the possible combinations. Then we can easily find out that after generating those combinations which words are present in our dictionary or not. If I see that any particular word is present in the dictionary, then that's a valid transformation, then we can consider that for further steps. So again, suppose I found hot here, right? Again I will try to generate all the possible combination after replacing each and every character, right? So then again we can identify it. So we are going label wise, right? So at first we generate all the possible combination for heat, then we came here in this second label. Now again I will try to identify all the possible combination by replacing each and every character. Then we can go to dot, then you can go to dog, like this, right? So whenever I am going to another label, I am changing my label, I am going to keep tracking. I will take one variable, I am going to update my label. So initially my label value will be 1, then again whenever I will be here it will be 2, like this, right? 3, then 4, then 5, okay? Using this way we can track the minimum number of transformation required for to reach our end word, okay? So our first task will be generating all the possible combination, and once this generated, then I can easily check that any of the word is present in our dictionary or not. If it is present, then using that word we are going to generate all the possible combination for next level, right? And whenever we are changing the label, we are going to increment our label value, okay? So using this approach, at the end we can whenever see that whenever I will reach my final destination or final word, then we can return the label value, right? So this will be our approach, right? So let's see how we can do it using BFS. So we know that for BFS we need one extra memory, that is queue, where we are going to store value for each label or each store the words for each label, right? So initially my queue will be empty, okay? Since we don't have anything in the queue, so it will be empty. So what we are going to do at first, we are going to insert heat in the or initial word in the queue, right? And we will take another variable, that is like current word. So what we are going to do, we are going to push this, we are going to pull or remove this initial word into the current word, right? So it will be removed from the queue, and now my current word will be heat, okay? So now I will try to generate all the possible combination using heat, okay? And I can see there can be only one valid word or valid term, that is hot, because hot is in our dictionary. So whenever I will find any valid word, I am going to remove that word from our dictionary and I am going to put the same in our queue. So let's put the word in our queue. So our queue will contain hot, because I found one valid character after transforming I to O, okay? So now my queue only contains hot, that is only one word, and that's a valid word, right? Now again I am going to remove the first element from the queue, right? Because queue is a first out, first in, first out. So now my current word will become hot and my queue will be empty once again, right? So again I will try to generate all the possible combination, okay? And I can see from hot we can do two things, like one word can be dot, another one can be lot. Both of them are valid, right? Because we can change H to D and we can change H to L, and these two words are present in the dictionary. So I found two words, so I am going to remove these two words from the dictionary. We are not going to consider the same for our further computation, okay? And we found these two words, and I am going to insert the same in our queue. So now my queue will contain dot and lot, okay? Fine. Now we are going to remove the first one, right? Dot. So my current word will become dot, and this thing will be removed from our queue. Now again we are going to generate all the possible combination from dot, right? So I can see from dot I can make lot, but we already removed the same again, and then I can go to dog, right? So again I will see that one combination can be dog, correct? So we are going to remove the dog from our queue, and is there anything else from dot, right? So lot is not there, so it can be only dog only, right? So we are going to insert the same in our queue, correct? Now again next time we are going to remove lot. So my current word will be lot, and this lot will be removed from our queue, correct? So now what are we going to do? We are going to identify all the possible combinations from the lot, right? So from lot, what we can do? Can we do anything else? Because dot is already removed, so we are not going to generate anything from lot. So we are not going to add anything new in our queue. So now again we will remove dog, and my current word will become dog, and our queue will become empty, correct? Now what next? So similarly I will try to identify other possible words from dog. So from dog we can generate two things. One is the log after changing d with l, another one is the cog. Okay, so we are going to insert the same in our queue. So now my queue will contain two more words, log and cog. Okay, fine. Now what else? Now we are going to remove log from our queue. My current word become log and queue will only contain cog, right? So again I can see from cog I am not able to generate anything, right? Because these things are already removed, so we don't need to do anything else. So now after that again I will remove cog. Okay, so my word will be cog, and I can see that my queue is now also empty, and I can see. So whenever we are going to remove any word from our queue, we are going to check, is it equals to my final word? Yes, I can see in this case it's our final word, right? So we can return label in this scenario, right? So we will put one word, initial word in our queue, then we will try to generate all the possible combination from that word, then we will check the valid combination, then we will put those combination or put that valid word into the queue, then again we will pop the queue, or we will take the first value from the queue, then again I will check after picking that is that a valid, is that a valid, and is that equals to my end words. If yes, then we can return the label from there. If no, then again we can generate all the possible combination from there. We can check further labels, or we can generate further words. Okay, so using this approach we can easily solve it using BFS. Okay, so let's quickly see the code quickly. Surely that will give you much better understanding. After that we will try to analyze the time and space complexity also, right? So what we are doing here, you can see the code I already written in the Java. So at first we took one queue, right? So initially our queue is blank, as I told you, and we took one set and we just store all the values in our set, all the dictionary words value, because whenever we will check that is that particular, after generating one combination or one valid word, that is it a valid or not. So those operation will be much faster in queue compared to list, right? So that we convert the list to a set, because set only contains unique words, and if I want to check that is particular any word is there in the set or not, it is much faster than list. Okay, so for that reason we took this word, right, string. Okay, sorry, sets, words. So basically words will contain all our dictionary words, right? So now we are checking these edge conditions. Suppose that my end word is not in my string, not in my set, then we can say that we will not be able to do any transformation, right? So we can return 0 from there. Okay, after that we are going to remove my begin character if it is present in our dictionary. Okay, now we are going to add our begin character in the queue. So now my queue will contain initially hit. Okay, and I am going to initialize one label variable, because we are going to return this label, right, at the end. So now I am running this while loop, right? So at first my queue contains heat only, right? And I took one size because, okay, so we insert heat in our queue initially, right? Now we are running this while loop, right? So since we are doing label wise traversal, so we are going to take size after each iteration, right? So initially my size will be, okay, so you can see that our queue is heat, that contains only one word, that is heat. My label is 0, since we have not changed any word right now, and since we are using BFS, so we are using size, right? Size will be initially 1, because at this time we have only one word, that is heat. Okay, so now we are going to increase our label for each iteration. So my label will now become 1. Okay, so now we are running this for loop, and we are doing it for each and every label. So for the first label we have only one word, so this for loop will run only one time only. Now we are polling the element one by one from the queue. So initially we will poll this first word, that is heat. So my current word will become heat. Now we are just checking after that polling from the queue, I was checking that is it equals to my end word. So in this case our end word was cog, right? So heat is not equals to cog. So we are it will not go inside this if. Now it will come outside. Now we are generating all the possible neighbors, right? I will show you the code for neighbors later. So it will generate all the possible combination. So I told you, right, all the 78 possible combination for this heat, right? Now I am checking that. So now I am iterating through each and every possible combination. Suppose it will return AIT, BIT, hot like this, hot, bot like this. Okay, so now I will pick this one. I will check, okay, is this word contains in our dictionary words or not? So no, right? So whenever I see that this, suppose whenever it will come to hot, I can see hot is there in our dictionary. So I am going to remove the word from our dictionary and I am going to add the same in our queue. So now my queue will contain hot, right? And so for this particular heat, we can have only one valid word, that is hot, and our queue will contain hot. Now again it will go and it will do the same for hot also, right? It will check all the possible neighbor for hot, right? And again we will check that all those neighbors are valid or not. If it is valid, then we are going to remove the same from our dictionary and we are going to offer the same to our queue, right? So using this approach we are going level wise, and whenever I see that it is matching with our end word, then from here we can return label. And if some scenario, if we are not able to generate the final word or end word, then we can return 0 from outside. So we are returning 0 from here, right? So this is the basic approach for BFS. Now let's see how we can generate all the possible combination. We are generating all the neighbors. So you can see here. So what we are doing here, so you can see like this, that we took another for loop, we took one list that will contain all the possible results, and we are just converting it, since string is immutable. So we are just converting. Suppose I have my initial word is heat, right? So we convert it to a character array H, I and T. Then we are just replacing each and every character with A to Z, right? So we are running another for loop. We can see A to Z, and we are replacing with, we will replace H with A, then B like this, right? And we are adding those things in our list. Okay, and at the end, once we are add this AIT, then again, suppose I am done with my first position, so I am resetting it so that I can try with second position, right? So once we are done with A to Z, I will again change it to heat. Now I will do it for second position, so that we are just resetting here, right? Now again my first and last position will be fixed. Now I am changing the middle position, right? So it will be hat, then HBT like this, HCT, HDT like this, right? And once we are done with the second position, then we can reset to heat. Now after that we will try with third position, right? So it will be HIA, HIB like this, right? So using this for loop, nested for loops, we are just generating these possible neighbors. Okay, so hope you understand the problem, understand the solution right now. So we are generating combination, we are putting, and we are then validating those combination or those word. Then we are if I see that any word is valid after changing a particular letter, we are going to offer the same to our queue and we are going to remove from it from dictionary. Then again we will pull and we will check is it a end word or not. Then we can, using this approach, we are solving it. Okay, so what will be the time and space complexity here? So time complexity will be order of m square n, and space complexity will be order of m into n. So why? So you can see that we are iterating twice, right? So here we are iterating once for the queue. So we are going to, it can happen that multiple words will be there in the queue. So one is queue size, another one is our max word length size, right? So it can happen that our input can contain very large number, a very large word, right? So one will be my word size, another one will be my queue size. So it is the m square n, and similarly we are using two spaces, right? One is set, another one is list, right? So we are using two spaces, one is set and one other one is list. Okay, so our space complexity is order of mn, right? I think that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, and if you still have some doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.